If you watch 95% of YouTubers who are talking about Shopify stock right now, they all end with the same conclusion. Absolutely phenomenal company, but it's overvalued. And they go on and on about how the fundamentals are clearly showing that the stock is grossly overvalued. Well, let me tell you something. They've been saying the same crap about Shopify stock since it was trading at $200 a share. Well, now it's goddamn near $800 a share. So how much longer are you going to keep listening to them? Now, don't get me wrong, you can definitely make good money in the stock market simply by investing on financial fundamentals alone, but most of the time, you'd be lucky to get 10% returns on your investment with this strategy as your all-seeing eye, because playing it by the books usually only gets you but so far. Now, if you're happy with 10% returns, then by all means, go ahead. But I'm damn sure not satisfied with just 10% returns. And mark my words, if you base all your investing decisions with the mindset that financial principles come first, you're going to miss out time and time again on investing in category disrupting companies. I'm talking about the Amazons of the world, the Teslas of the world, and literally dozens upon dozens of different once in a lifetime investment opportunities that you're going to come across throughout your life. And you'll have to make a decision, one that can change your life forever. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm not just all talk. I've invested over $30,000 of my own money into Shopify, and I damn sure wish I would have invested more right about now. But let me tell you, almost everyone and their mama was telling me that investing in Shopify was a stupid decision and asking if I had checked their forward PE ratio, which at the time was in the thousands. And yes, I did see it, but honestly, I could care less. Because personally, I always invest the largest chunk of my portfolio primarily in category disrupting companies. And when you invest in these kinds of companies, you almost have to throw the financials out the window, at least in the short term. If you look at any hyperactive technology growth company in the past decade, like Netflix, Amazon, and the Apples of the world, early on their financials made absolutely no sense. But yet all three companies experienced explosive growth periods where revenues often jumped by more than 50 to 100% year over year. And the reason they were able to pull off such incredible feats was because these companies chose to forego short-term profits for long periods of time in order to instead invest that money into expanding their market share even further. And that is exactly what Shopify has done and is continuing to do today. And this form of long-term thinking is emphasized when you see things such as the fact that Shopify will invest over $1 billion over the next few years to build a massive fulfillment network that will enable their now over 1 million merchants on their platform to offer 2-day shipping to compete with the likes of Amazon. By the way, real quick, if you can give this video a thumbs up, it really does help out this channel tremendously and it lets YouTube know that you like the content. Thank you. So let's get right into Shopify's Q1 earnings that they just reported a couple days ago. And we'll also talk about what has changed since I dropped my first video on Shopify about 1 month ago. By the way, if you haven't already watched that video, I highly recommend you check it out right after you're done watching this one because I went into an extreme amount of detail in that one and broke down exactly why Shopify is the biggest threat to Amazon by far right now. And also, had you bought into Shopify when that video first dropped, you'd already be up close to 40% on your investment in just a few weeks. So let's get into the numbers. Despite all the crazy stuff going on in the world right now, Shopify just had an incredible quarter. Not only did they beat estimates, but they posted a surprise first quarter adjusted profit as revenue jumped by almost 50% to $470 million. And gross merchandise volume, which is just the total dollar value of orders processed on the Shopify platform, soared to $17.4 billion, a 46% increase year over year.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now these numbers surprised a lot of investors, but they didn't really surprise me at all because Shopify is literally perfectly positioned to thrive under the current conditions. Think about it, now that almost every retail store is closed, more and more small to medium-sized businesses are realizing that they shouldn't rely on their brick and mortar shops alone anymore and are finally setting up an online presence. And who are they turning to in order to help them facilitate this move online? Shopify. And look no further than on Twitter for the proof. where Shopify's chief technology officer literally said that they are helping thousands of businesses to move online and that their platform is now handling Black Friday level traffic every single day. He said it won't be long before the traffic doubles or more. So they are literally getting Black Friday levels of traffic on their platform pretty much every single day now. Do you realize how insane this is? To put this in perspective for you, I started buying shares of Shopify last year around the holidays as soon as I heard that their platform during Black Friday was averaging sales of literally $1 million per minute. And their CTO just basically said that they are experiencing Black Friday levels of traffic pretty much every single day now. So it doesn't take a brain scientist or a rocket scientist to put the pieces together.
You see that check that lady handed me? Yes.
Not to mention that Shopify has now officially passed both Walmart and eBay in terms of their share of the US retail e-commerce sales, solidifying its market position to second only to Amazon. So if you think Amazon isn't paying close attention to what Shopify is doing, you are absolutely crazy. Now, as of recording this video, Shopify is currently trading near all-time highs of $740 a share. So I know a lot of you are probably wondering, is it too late to buy now? Did I miss out already? Well, let me tell you a little story about the kind of investor that I am. I'm the kind of investor who doesn't mind buying into a company at all-time high prices as long as I have an extreme amount of belief and conviction in the company. Because back in 2009, when Amazon was trading at all-time high prices of $85, I can guarantee you that there were a ton of people out there that said something to themselves along the lines of, I like this Amazon company a lot, and I believe in them long term, but it's just a little too high right now, a little too rich at $85 a share for me. I'll wait till it drops to about $70 and then I'll load up. Well, Billy, that day never did come, unfortunately, for you, and Amazon did never drop back down to $70, and in fact, they're now trading at around $2,400 a share. So the moral of this story is don't be a Billy. Unless your name really is Billy, then I have nothing but love for you. In fact, you're probably a really cool dude. So in conclusion, I'm usually not against buying at all-time highs, as long as it's in a category disrupting company and you have a lot of conviction in them. But this time around, I'll ace up on that mindset just a bit for two simple reasons. Number one, the markets have just recovered way too fast. To put it plain and simple, especially considering all the crazy stuff that's going on right now with the economies worldwide shut down, record unemployment numbers, and the list goes on and on. And number two, Shopify did just announce that they plan on issuing 1.85 million more shares, roughly about 1.5% of its current share count. Now, fast-growing companies do this all the time to raise more capital, but this move could cause the stock price to go down a bit in the short term. So those right there are two valid reasons, in my opinion, why I could see someone justifying not buying right now at these all-time high prices and waiting to see if there's another massive dip, aka another great buying opportunity. But I also wouldn't fault you for buying some shares right now, because honestly, I think the prices that they're going for right now will pale in comparison to what Shopify will be worth over the next 5 to 10 years. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got value from it. And if you did, please smash that thumbs up button. It really would mean the world to me. Also, let me know in the comments your thoughts on Shopify and what you want me to talk about next. I read and reply to every single comment and I appreciate all the love you guys have been giving me for the past couple of videos. Thank you so much. Much love. Peace.